What's up guys, Adam here with Texas Garage, and this week we're driving a Challenger. Okay, well it's not just any Challenger, this is the Hellcat. Anybody that knows anything about these cars knows what a Hellcat is. You know it has 707 horsepower. You know it has 690 foot-pounds of torque. It can hit 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, all with the help of the launch control setting. This is a bad car, and people know it. All of that being said, I'm not going to do a deep dive into the numbers or statistics on this car because you already know that stuff. Instead, I'm going to do a deep dive into what I liked and probably didn't like about this car. This has the optional wide body kit, and I really think it looks fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of aftermarket wide body kits, but coming straight from the factory, I think this one looks really good. And if you have a car that you spent $75,000 on and has 707 horsepower, you definitely want people to know it, and the extra wide body kit makes this thing stand out. I've been approached by numerous people that say this is one of the best looking Challengers that they've seen, and I attribute that to this wide body kit on it. I think it looks great. I really can't express enough how comfortable these cars are to drive. They're big and smooth and comfortable. As I've said many times on txgarage.com, this is definitely one of my favorite grand touring cars. I've driven the Challenger long ways. I've driven it from Dallas to Houston and Dallas to San Antonio, and it's always been really comfortable. It's also one of my favorite muscle cars. It's got all the power that you need, especially this Hellcat has all the power you'll ever need in a car, and it's a lot of fun to drive and very smooth and comfortable. So in the interior, this is a $75,000 car, but you wouldn't really know much of a difference between the base Challenger and this because they didn't put the money into the interior quality. It is nice though. I really like these seats. They're like suede and leather and really comfortable to sit in. It's got suede on the door panels. But most of the materials aren't great in this car. The steering wheel is really nice. It's fat. It's a racing steering wheel, and it feels really nice in the hands. This one's matched up with an 8-speed automatic transmission. I do prefer a manual transmission in most cases, but with this car, the automatic was actually really nice. It's more of a GT feel to the car. I did drive an SRT a few years ago with the manual transmission. I really like the way that feels also, but I would probably buy one of these with an automatic. Obviously, with any Dodge, you're going to get the Uconnect system, and I think the Uconnect system is one of the best infotainment systems on the market, and in this car, it's really great. You also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's an 8-inch screen. You get apps, including the track app, because this is the SRT Hellcat. You get the track app where you can adjust driving modes and see things like 0 to 60 times and track times and adjust the different ways that the steering and handling are affected by this car. question to ask is, should you buy this car? And my answer is yes and no. The Challenger is my favorite of all the muscle cars. It's the best looking, I think. It's the most comfortable to drive day to day. And the Hellcat is definitely the best version you can get right now. That being said, it is $75,000. That's not in my budget. That's not in a lot of people's budget. If I was buying one, I would probably still go for the Scat Pack that I wrote about on TexasGarage.com earlier. The Scat Pack is probably a better option for most consumers. But now, after driving this thing, it's probably ruined me from ever driving any other Challenger because it is so good. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, let me know. And I want to give a special thanks to Johnathan over here who helped me shoot a lot of this stuff. It's usually I'm just a one-man band. Johnathan helped me out a lot for this video. If you want to check his stuff out, a link's going to be down in the description. What's your channel called?
Johnathan Black.
Alright, and with that, thanks for watching.